Hi everyone, I'm Cecily and welcome to my channel, The Lover's Astro and Tarot. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the lively sign of Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius. I want to say guys that this is a general reading and that this reading is going to touch and move some of you. And for other people, it's going to be there a little bit, but maybe not as much. You guys might have other signs in your chart that are stronger than your sun sign or that are stronger than your ascendant sign. So keep that in mind. If you don't know your chart well enough, I would say go get an astrology reading. They're very helpful in terms of figuring out where your strengths lie and where they don't lie. I also do astrology as well. But guys, I will be giving readings this month. They're going to be $45 for 30 minutes. So keep that in mind. My contact information will be in the comment box below. So just realize that this is a general reading. Okay, so Sagittarius, you're starting off the month very centered in terms of love and relationships. The first card that came up is Temperance, okay? Temperance is a major arcana. It's also a card that is very much about balancing emotions, fairness, but not only that, but also balancing work, love, finances, emotional security, all the things that it takes to have a happy life, not just one area, but all areas. So it's saying things are really kind of coming together, allowing you to have a very sort of peaceful frame of mind. But what I should say is your frame of mind is peaceful, so it's showing up in your life. And that's really the truth of it. Now, you have two court cards, right? So, Sagittarius, these are either two people that are entering your life, or this is you and a partner. Now, these are both Earth sign representatives. One is the Princess of Pentacles, and the other is the Prince of Pentacles, or traditionally the Knight of Pentacles. So, the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. The Princess is in the upright position. If these are two different people, the Prince is showing more strength, but he's showing strength from a negative perspective, meaning it's from a selfish place, it's from a self-centered place, it's not from a love and respecting of you place. If this princess is there, she's somebody who actually you would like. Somebody that is in a really good place in their life. Now, if this is you, Sagittarius, and you're coming out as an earth sign, I would say you're very career focused, you're very security focused, very much about the way things look right now. You've been really putting in a lot of attention to detail about the things that are happening in your life, which is beautiful. But this prince is kind of the only thing that could mess that up vibrationally. Because there's a sense there that the two of you are perfectly matched for each other. But this person does not have his or her stuff together like you do. So you want to take a look at that, because anytime two lives merge together, you automatically take on their insecurities, their debts, their emotional baggage, their habits, good and bad. Just like all of a sudden you may have somebody who knows how to make, the best French toast in the world. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I have this person in my life. They are an amazing cook, or they really do this for me, or I love the way they do that for me. Those things are great, and those things are all special. Trust me, I'm not taking that away. But they also come with all the insecurities and all the negative as well. And we have to ask ourselves, whether that negative is worth where we're at, because you want this person to kind of allow you to have this temperance still in your life. And the reason why I use the word allow is because you've allowed them in. And once we let somebody in past our guard, past our wall, in a sense, our emotional barrier, they really do have a sense of control in our life. And it's how they wield it that shows whether they should be there or not. If they use that control with a sense of respect and reverence that we would have in our own lives, they deserve to be there, and we give them even more control, more placement, more power, more love. But it's when they're coming from a place of selfishness and they disregard or disrespect our natural feelings. And sometimes it's for selfish reasons. Sometimes it's, just something as simple as resistance and procrastination, and it's not necessarily intentional. But either way, it can still be a painful or harmful experience. So you want this temperance to stay involved throughout this relationship. And this part of the reading, this half of the reading, is very balanced, very beautiful. And then you get to this side of the reading and you see that this person has thrown some negative energy into the mix. And that's where you get to the Seven of Wands in reverse. Now I'm going to show it to you in the upright. In the upright position, the Seven of Wands talks about competition. It talks about other people being involved in our relationship. Now, whether that's family members, whether that's other lovers, whether that's finances, it could be a multitude of different things. But for these two people who feel perfect for each other, it's throwing off the sway and the natural flow and balance of their relationship. But this isn't just coming from anywhere. This is coming from this particular person. So, the Seven of Wands is competition. It's frustration. It's repelling yourself against another person. But when you do that, you have to be very aware that it's going to be difficult for you to see it as this person, because there's a type of respect that you have for them. You're not going to see it as them. You're going to see it as circumstance. But trust me, nothing is circumstance. And when you get this in reverse, what this card means is the competition has passed. It means that you've gone from a place of competition to a place of balance, and you've kind of accepted where you're at in terms of the relationship. Now, this person is still in a negative place over it. And that's kind of what you want to work out. You want to work out the negativity that they have in regard to their idea of relationships. Because it's not just you. It's something that they have experienced, that they're bringing with them, that you want to be aware of. It's the past that's kind of come back to haunt them in a way. And they may recognize it, but they may not be able to face it yet. And they're going to get to a place this month, in April, when they have to. So, let's take a look at your outcome card and see exactly what comes up for you. Okay. So, two cards came out, and we'll read them both as a dual conclusion. So the Two of Pentacles and I almost said the Ace of Swords. The Four of Swords. Now the Four of Swords is taking a break and resting romantically, and taking some time and space for yourself. The Two of Pentacles is juggling and not knowing what to do in terms of responsibility and love. So you put those two things together and you say you have a responsibility for yourself, but you feel like you're emotionally attached to this person, especially since you both came out as Pentacles cards. which means one of you is handling your responsibility and the other one is not. Now, if these are two prospective partners, you want to take a look at that too, because even though that one person may seem more powerful this night, this person over here is actually more mature for what they have to offer. So that's also something as well. If you're trying to choose, it's basically saying you're going to be in a place of not knowing what to do towards the end of April, whether this person is still in a place where their baggage is coming with them, or whether they're in a place where they're really going to be able to let go, and you're going to have to take some time to figure that out. Now, if you're just single all the way across the board, Sagittarius, you will have people come into your life. These people that come into your life, one is going to be a positive reflection, one's going to be a negative reflection, and that competition is going to have to subside at some point, and you're going to have to make a choice. If you just choose not to make a choice, you'll end up by yourself, which is that Four of Swords. So guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading for the month of April. If you have any other additional questions, please feel free to give me a call. Like I said, personal readings are really personal. They actually get into the detail and the things that are happening in your life specifically. It's not the same to have a general reading as it is to have a personal reading. And I also recommend that you have an astrology reading as well. Whether you choose me or someone else, they actually are really important in terms of the energy flow that's in and out of your life and the potential that's really there right now in terms of love and romance. So you guys, thank you so much as always for watching, all your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.